Today I'm going to be doing my speech on Dave Ramsey. He's a man who is probably best known for his radio show and books that he's put out. And they've definitely had a profound influence on my life and my family's life. He is best known for his thoughts on personal debt and personal budgeting and the family income, that kind of stuff. He harps on living a life that is debt-free, that you can get everything you want, but you don't need to go into debt for it. It's not worth it. If you can't afford it, you just simply don't need it. One of his big quotes that he says is, we buy things we don't need to impress people that we don't like with money that we don't have. And it really makes sense to me, and we have definitely tried shaping our lives in a way that he has laid out for us, to try and get out of school debt and credit card debt, that kind of stuff. Dave Ramsey started as a real estate broker in Tennessee. By, I think it's 26, he was running a real estate brokerage that was worth over $1 million, and he'd become the fastest real estate broker in Tennessee to ever, or the youngest real estate broker ever to hit the $1 million mark. In the mid-'80s, a new tax law was passed that took into effect the credit that was being given to people like him to run real estate the way they do. And he ended up, his bank that he worked with was purchased by another one, and they wanted most of the money to come in at a very specific date, and he didn't have it. So he ended up declaring for bankruptcy and realized through that process that he needed to make some changes. So he devoted his life to not only helping himself get back to where he was, but also helping others to really become self-sufficient and not be put in the situations that he was. I feel a very strong connection towards that feeling for others. One day I would love to work with newly married couples on getting their income and their family budgets together so that they don't have the issues that most families go through. There was a report that said 72% of all divorces, they can be cited back to family money problems. And so this is a very large issue that can be worked out if you take out the problem with debt and credit cards. Basically what a system is you want to put all of your focus on getting rid of the debt that you have. And so you start with the smallest ones, small credit cards, that kind of stuff, and you build towards all the way up until paying off your house. And when you get through the different stages, there's different things to do. You start out with just building an emergency fund, having a little umbrella so that you don't come crashing down when you have a $500 expense or something like that. And then you take out the debt, and then you move on to paying off cars, and you pay off student loans, and then you start saving for retirement, same for kids' college, and then ultimately you'll be paying off your house, and one day you'll be debt-free. On his radio show that he does now, daily, one of the big moments that I always enjoy listening to is on Fridays he lets anyone who is recently paid off any one of those steps to call in and just talk about what they've gone through. And it's always very uplifting to hear someone else go through the struggles and come out on the other end. So that's really why I find him so influential and why he's made such a big impact on my life.